Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to 3Y TV. And tonight, in the 2023 OSCA Weekend Woodsman Series, we head to California for the Team Watson Racing Setups 300K here at Auto Club. And I'm your host, Mike Goodman. We kind of have Matthew with us here tonight, but he is a little under the weather. He's here for picks and maybe some emotional support that he needs to get better. And of course, Carlos behind the scenes, and we have Vic and Dallas here to make their picks as well. Matthew, can you in good faith show that, tell the people that you're at least alive, that we're not trapping in a basement?
Yep, brain is on. I'm in fact conscious.
Okay, and it sounds like stuff's being held down, held in, everything's staying the way it should be right now, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I do. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hopefully Matthews will be able to make his picks here tonight, and we go here for, are we now in the open qualifying? I believe we did start. Open qualifying here. It's something new they're trying here and there in the OSCA Weekends Woodman Series, and yeah, we get to see 10 minutes. Kind of the old school, I guess old new school style of qualifying that NASCAR had. Right now, I don't believe anyone put down a lap here so far, but drafting is definitely going to be the way to get yourself up front and to find a partner. And James Watson, not saying it's rigged, well, he just got knocked out by Johnny Eckert now in the 9 car. Ooh, McIntosh burning the outside of the wall here, so it's going to be a lot of grooves here. So this is kind of the first, is what we've seen drivers talk about the past several weeks of going to the normal track. Maybe as Vic would maybe like to say it, the less chaotic track here at Auto Club. Would that be a correct assumption, Vic?
I don't know that I would say it's going to be less chaotic. It's definitely going to be more of the normal in the groove style.
See, you never want to shy away from chaos. That's the typical promoter over there. I love it. I love it. There we see Zach Evans in the 6 car. Glad to see him making his return. The OSCA Weekend Woodsman Series. Wow, I'm just having trouble talking here. There is 2000 Busch Series champion Jeff Green, Dave Carpenter. Return of Thomas Capuano right behind that group as well, and that seat shuffling. Actually, well, I thought it was one car. It was another car. I believe it was Adam Tepe in the 96, but 2 very similar painted cars in Adam Tepe tonight, and it'll be David Westergreen in the 09. And I believe right there, is that the 9 car?
Yes, sure
that is the 9.
Top of the board.
Normally driven. Of Johnny, or normally driven by West. I guess that's had a couple drivers in it already too this year, but Johnny Eckert reluctantly making his return. Not reluctantly, I was just kidding with that, but he's making his return top of the leaderboard on top of James Watson, and Rocket Man Seth Rawls right up there as well. The key is you want to get a tow, a draft from somebody. There's Nick Indelicato wheeling that thing out here tonight. Seen him racing another series last night at Chicagoland. Had some damage to his car, had to wheel it with a 45-degree damage to his front end. So he definitely had a challenge ahead of him. He said he might be tired tonight, but I expect him to be up front and a contender here in tonight's race. Again, 2 halves, 46 laps in half number 1. Top 12 will invert, and then 47 laps. And they're filling in for Parker in the 87. That is Katie. Is it Roby? Is that
yep.
Robbie? Roby? Which one? No, I said both.
The first one's fine.
What did I say first? Roby?
Just say what's your heart.
Katie Roby.
Yeah. Listen to your heart. She's making her, I believe, is this the series debut? I had the notes here and I forgot because I'm old.
Series debut.
Series debut for the 87. hopefully can keep that momentum that 87 car has seen for most of the beginning part of this season, especially the first couple weeks at Daytona, the oval and the road course. We see the 95 of DJ Weeks making his return as well. South Shore Racing. South Shore Racing Chevrolet. You know, we used to drive for that team, Carlos, and I can't say it. Maybe that was
used to. I still do.
Oh, you still do? I mean,
VRA.
I really could. VRA, and that's the sponsor as well on that Adam Tepe number 96 machine out there. South Shore Racing.
I won the Daytona.
See, Matthew, this is why you need to be back, Matthew, full health, because I don't know what I don't know what I do without you.
The South Source Racing, the weekend to Woodsmen.
The weekends Woodsmen.
Oh, you're healthy enough to give me crap about that.
Yep.
Cool.
I was saving my little bit of
energy for that. He's using all the power-ups right there. Nathaniel Cherry now going to number 2 on the leaderboard, and that number 26 Ship Esports Ford. And Cooper Johnson, he's hugging that wall. So Vic, I don't know if we have a fuel mileage.
I have no idea. Don't ask me fuel mileage. I don't know. The fuel mileage that I got would be very inaccurate because of the draft, so I'm not really sure what it's going to be.
Okay. I'm hearing a guesstimate. I was in the do-good hauler talking to the boys, rallying the troops before the race, and they're going to guesstimate probably around a 25-lap run here. Because I believe, Vic, another question I have for you, it's with the 55% fuel, or what's the fuel load that they have?
62%.
62.
So it is like 11
gallons. I think they were saying they thought that they were running a test session. I think they said, ooh, Capuano. Oh boy, a couple of do-good cars getting together. Obviously, a team meeting. They obviously had difference of opinions there. See Jeff Green currently sitting 14th on the leaderboard. A lot of guys kissing that wall. A lot of guys testing the top side there, and Ty McIntosh so far definitely getting high, wide, and handsome, doing his best Harry Gant, Kyle Larson impression up there. So I got to ask Matthew here, just maybe just a yes or no answer, but did you have fun at Daytona last weekend? Okay, that doesn't sound promising. Oh boy. Anyway, I mean,
based on what I saw on his Twitter, I'm gonna say at the track, yes. Leaving the track, no.
Ooh, I might have to hear about that story. I did not see that. So we'll
something
have to.
About having a flat tire in a Walmart parking lot.
Oh, that's not good. That's not cool. So maybe that's where he got sick from too. So it's double bad. So anyway, getting the rest of qualifying down. Ty McIntosh, Nathaniel Cherry second and third right now. Nick Indelicato moving into the 4th position on the speed chart. So a good strong run here for the Shift Esports. Late in the qualifying, about 40 seconds to go here according to our ticker there. And man, Johnny Eckert, I don't know why when I see Johnny Eckert on pole, it just brings me back to what was that, Carlos? Atlanta, getting off the apron, sliding up in front of the field on the pace lap.
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
I guess.
I think, or whatever it was. He was on the pole. That's all.
Atlanta.
It was Atlanta. Wow. See, my memory isn't all bad.
It was Atlanta. Trust me, I remember it because he slid across my nose.
Oh, that was your nose.
He almost hit me.
See, he has the mustered up the strength for that as well. But Johnny Eckert does get the pole. But with that, we can get to our race picks. And Vic, who leads us off here in this?
First up, it is Dallas to make his picks.
Oh
Make his
no. Shoot, I forget who I picked the first 3 weeks.
You can't pick 95, 87, or 10 in the first half.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with the easy pick tonight. The 4-car of Nick.
Ooh.
Yeah, we all saw that coming. I'm up next, and you know, I really don't know who I want to pick, but I'm actually gonna go on a limb here, and I'm gonna go with a 10 car.
Bastard.
Good boy.
Ooh.
Next up is Goody.
All right. Well, I'm going to go. I think this guy's been sporty all year. He's going to get me a good run tonight. I'm going to go with the race sponsor boy tonight, the 43 of James Watson.
And Carlos, you're up.
I'm going to go ahead and drop some serious coin on the number 9 of Johnny Eckert, Mr. Retired.
And of course, Matthew, you're last.
Number 26, Nathaniel Cherry.
There we go.
Ooh.
You guys, I'm going to be hanging out in the shift chat. Feel free to drag me up for round half 2 picks.
All right, you rest up that voice. Don't get too excited about what happens here. All right. All right. But with that, we'll go through the starting lineup here for tonight's race. Quickly, we'll go with on the pole again, the number 9 South Shore Racing Chevrolet. It's going to be Johnny Eckert. In spot number 2 is that 10 car of Ty McIntosh, and he's driving in the Shift Esports stable. Starting in the 3rd spot is Nathaniel Cherry in the number 26 Shift Esports Ford, and another Shift Esports Ford alongside him is Nick Indelicato in that number 4 car. In row number 3 on the inside is going to be the 43 of James Watson for Holotype by Team Watson Racing. And alongside of him is going to be the Rocket Man, Seth Rawls, in the number 25 Shift Esports Ford. In the next row, in row number 4 on the inside, is going to be Thomas Capuano for Do Good Motorsports. And alongside him in the number 09 Outlaw Racing Chevrolet is going to be David Westergreen. In row number 5 on the inside is going to be Cooper Johnson in the number 91 I can't say it tonight. South Shore Racing Chevrolet. And alongside him, the number 55 of Rhett Nichols in the Holotype by Team Watson Racing Chevrolet. In row number 6 on the inside for Do Good Motorsports in the number 32, it's Dustin the Dragon Doer. And alongside him, it's Mr. Cheaties, David Carpenter in his number 71 Do Good Motorsports Chevrolet. In row number 7, in the number 52 RK Motorsports Chevy is Justin Kolb. And alongside him, making his season debut, I believe, nope, I think he ran Daytona. Never mind. But it's the 95 of DJ Weeks. In row number 8 on the inside, it's going to be Sugar Moon Man himself, Adam Peeler, in the number 13 Nurse Aviator Racing Chevrolet. And on the outside for DGG Racing, it's 2000 Busch Series champion, Jeff Green. And on the inside of row number 9 is going to be the 96 of Adam Tepe. And on the outside is going to be the 73, the Landshark Kynan Jones for Nurse Aviator Racing. So I'm sorry, Adam Tepe was South Shore Racing. I just didn't want to say it again. And on the inside of row 10 is going to be OSCA Daddy Tim Conrad in his number 35 Weekend Woodsman Racing Chevrolet. And alongside is Victor Aldrich in his number 98 Holotype by Team Watson Racing Chevrolet. A lot of Chevys out here tonight. Someone's got to mix it up here a little bit. And on the inside of row number 11 in the number 39, Mrs. Goodies Do Good Motorsports Chevrolet is Jordan Tarble. And on the outside, making her OSCA debut in that number 87 RK Racing Chevrolet, it's Katie Roby. And then on the inside of row number 12 It's the emotional support pick. It's the 99 of Gilberto Javier Gomera in his S2 Racing Team Ford. And on the outside, it's Mr. Me Fine himself, Zach Evans in the RK Motorsports Chevrolet. And then rounding out a little bit of the field here, there's a couple. Oh, what's that?
He's waving. He knows.
Oh, hi. I didn't see that. Sorry. And on the inside, I'm sad I missed it. On the inside of row number 13 is going to be the number 20 of Sam Dreas in the S2 Racing Team Ford. And on the outside of him in the number 54 Nurse Aviator Racing Toyota, it's going to be Rashid Coles. And making his return in his number 5 Weekend Woodsman Racing Chevrolet, it's Cody McLean. And on the outside, the number 14 of Alex Kenton in his Weekend Woodman's Racing Chevrolet will round out the 28-car field here tonight for our Team Watson Racing Setups Chevrolet. Why can't I get full screen here? What's going on? What did I do? There we go. That's what I did. So the lineup is set. We're ready to go. 46 laps here of OSCA racing action. Johnny Eckert on point. Ty McIntosh on the inside. Did anyone pick Johnny? Yeah, someone did. Wasn't it? It was you, Carlos, wasn't it?
No.
It was Carlos.
Oh yeah, it was me. Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Weren't you the one who said he was washed up too?
He was washed in road course racing.
Oh, okay, so he's gonna be fine tonight. Okay, we're about to find out. As the Pace truck's gonna get ready. These boys are strapping in and ready to go. Ready to hit that loud pedal in just a few more moments. Oh, we got one more lap.
Oh, we got one more lap.
Oh.
That was
well,
on
there.
Me. I counted wrong.
There goes all my excitement. We might as well cancel the event. Rain is on the speedway. We see the clouds. Rain in turn 1.
Maybe one day in the first.
Good night now.
Maybe if we weren't here virtually.
Yeah. You never know. iRacing could have an update. We can get rain.
Let's play with my new cameras. I like this angle. I don't think I'll ever use it though.
Ooh. Pit races off pit road under caution? Come on,
that's
Carlos.
Great to look at.
Yeah, that'd be an awesome one. It feels like your Fox, but only like 10 times better.
They have more money.
No.
Yeah.
They have more commercials, not money.
Yeah, well, that's how
We
they
don't
get
have
their
any
money.
commercials.
You know.
Except, actually,
Yeah,
Goody,
no.
you ever find yourself in an open setup race and you're like, I don't know what to do. I got like 20 minutes of practice and no setup.
All
You
the
know
time.
what you
I hate
should
it.
do? Yeah, you know what you should do? You should check out TeamWatsonRacing.com and get their setups, because their setups are meticulously crafted and personally run by their top 3 drivers to ensure you get the best there is. So go to https the 2 dots on top of each other / TeamWatsonRacing.com and use the code WATSPIN for 10% off at checkout.
Again, go check them out. Get that discount run up front. Get ready to turn them loose like these boys are now. This is real this time. Pace truck's down, diving down pit road. They're going to get to the Geico restart zone, and green, 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 away we go. Johnny Eckert on the inside, Ty McIntosh on the outside as they drag race down to the start-finish line. Who's going to get that advantage in turn number 1? Draft's going to be such a big factor here for these guys tonight. Pretty much running full throttle. You may be lifting a little bit in these Gen 6 cars. Not burning those tires up. There's going to be a lot at play here for these drivers to survive these 46 laps to stay out front, but not burn up their tires too much. McIntosh really loving that outside. As we've seen him in qualifying, he's continuing to do that, trying to get a run on Johnny Eckert on lap 1. He's going to look to the outside. Johnny's going to go all the way down to the bottom. One's going to be led by Johnny Eckert, but McIntosh is going to get a run. He's going to take over the top spot. Nope, maybe not quite. No, he did a little bit for a second. Going into turn 1. Behind these boys, it's a gaggle for third on back trying to shuffle for position. So for a while here, it's going to seem like almost like a Daytona-like race, just trying to jockey for position. Now McIntosh looks on the inside. He's going to burn that white line, see if he can get by, beat Johnny off the corner here. Johnny Eckert still holding point. He's got to take the advantage once again, but he's got a teammate, or McIntosh has got a teammate behind him. Got a couple of them. But here comes David Westergreen to kind of spoil the party as he's now moved up into the third position. And see how many lanes these cars can run. That's one of my favorite things about the track. And you know, this weekend I believe is going to be the last race at Auto Club. It's a 2-mile racetrack because they're going to make it a short track. And you know, if I had to vote, you know, I love going to Michigan, but man, if they can make Michigan like a short track, I'd be all game. And keep this very unique, very track that's built a lot of characteristic over the past few years. It didn't start out that way. It used to be one of the more, in my opinion, boring tracks to go to, but over the years definitely put on some of the best racing on a 2-mile speedway I think we've seen. And right now these boys are putting on one hell of a show as now McIntosh has taken the lead. Johnny Eckert's still trying to hold on to that second spot, but Nathaniel Cherry pushing his teammate by that number 9 South Shore Racing Chevrolet. It's going to come to me. It's going to click at some point. I'm going to make it. Coming down here, coming to lap number 5 of 46. Again, top 12 invert for half number 2. And right now it's kind of South Shore kind of team drivers and Shift Esport drivers battling up front in that top 5. And then you have James Watson and Thomas Capuano kind of spoiling the party. They're in 6th and 7th in the meantime right now. Everyone trying to fan out, seeing where they want to run, as Johnny Eckert did retake the lead over Ty McIntosh. Coming down to get lap number 6 on the board. I'm going to be curious to see when these guys are going to come down pit road. Again, I'm thinking they can probably make it past halfway if these guys are going to split it. If there's anyone going to maybe short pit to get the fresh tires, what the fall off is going to be. And right now, just kind of looking from their best to last lap, and we've only ran 6 laps. And about 2/10 is the fall off. So nothing major as of right now. So a short pit probably not going to be in the cards. Breaking it in half, can we shorten that pit stop? Might be the move of the night. Or we ride on board for a second, old Zach Evans, and we go to the 3Y TV multicam. On the top of your screen, you got guys like Tepe, Peeler, Capuano battling. This is right on the outer edge, right in the back half outer edge of the top 10 right now. Just a gaggle there. Just to note that Thomas Capuano in 9th. We just seen Peeler on the screen. He's back in 15th, and there he is. It shows you how close of a pack these guys are racing together right now. I believe even just looking throughout the field, the gap from 1st to 24th at least, I'm going to scroll down. 1st to 24th is 1 3/4 of a second. Then you have a couple cars that are kind of a little bit farther back, but everyone from 1st to 28th right now within 4 seconds of each other. So definitely maybe different strategies. Maybe guys trying to save tires a little bit. I see Carpenter back there running shotgun on the field. That's kind of his MO. We'll see these guys up front right now not saving their tires one bit. Now McIntosh retakes that lead. You see that on the bottom small screen there as he's going to lead this lap. James Watson now worked his way up from about that 6th position. He's up in fighting for that 2nd spot with Johnny Eckert. Watson on the top side, Johnny on the bottom. David Westergreen still battling on the inside there. It seems like more of these guys are trying to migrate towards that top side. It seems like either most of the help is, or it just maybe seems like where the where the car might handle the best at this point of the run. As we're probably getting close to it. Well, we showed. I don't know if you showed Zach on your end, Carlos, but man, those white gloves. I don't know if he always had those white gloves, but those are looking nice.
Yeah, Zach's he's looking pretty good. He's rocking a brand new paint scheme, the 213 Simware machine. Already has some damage.
Ooh, he has some damage. It looked like he's kind of lagging back there for now. Maybe he got a little tight. Coming out of the corner, it looks like he might have scraped the wall.
You know what I find odd? I think he's trying to get himself concentrated. His TV is off.
Oh. So nope, maybe I think was he watching the Hornets the other night? So maybe no basketball game on tonight for him.
Could be.
He's focusing up and he's making his return here in the OSCA Weekends of Woodsmen series. Right now, right now back in the 27th position, but don't count him out yet. So he's still got pit stops and a lot of jockeying to do.
Oh,
just looking
wrecking in the back.
There was a wreck. I believe Jeff Green might have been involved there. Yeah, he's falling back. He might have gotten loose off the corner. He's falling all the way back in the 24th position. I believe he got into Adam Peeler, might have been one of the cars that he made contact with, as he's fallen all the way back to the 21st position. Doesn't appear to be much damage on that two car.
I'm gonna try to see.
Hopefully those guys can just kind of regroup and reload and get back up towards the front. As Ty McIntosh holds serve as James Watson right there behind in Rocket Man Seth Rawls. Coming in with a new swagger this year, man. He was kind of turning it on towards the end of last season, but he's especially past few weeks.
All right, I gotta replay
feels
here.
like Seth Rawls is making some noise. Ooh, we got a replay, 3Y TV replay.
Justin Kolb goes around.
Going to cautions out. Oh man. Oh boy, Kolb is around. Everyone, I believe, dodged him from the way it sounded, but man, oh man, I don't know if the cars are starting to get to that point. Ooh, there was a car stopped him. Oh, he is not looking good. He is crab walking, tracking, or whatever the heck they call it. Yeah, he's not looking good right now for that 52 Nintendo car. Run an Animal Crossing car. I'll help you. See what happens here. Ooh, what was that contact with? Capuano with a good shot. Yeah, he gets turned by Dewar, and I don't know if Dewar got loose there or what, but shoves up into him, turns Kolb around, and then a hard hit with Capuano in the 21. Nowhere to go for him. Take another look at it here. Contact, and you see 21 getting involved. I believe there was another car
Tepe.
too that Tepe, yeah, I think he got some damage as well. He's still at 14th. I don't think he came down pit road, or everyone's down pit road right now. The pit stop, so it might be close to making it at this point. Tepe with some pretty significant damage. Oh, and he gets hit again by Tarble. Oh, and he hits the outside wall. Loses his front. Ooh, man. It's a ping pong ball out there for poor Tepe.
Tepe got hit by the guy that sponsors his race car.
Oh boy, yeah. He got hit by just about everyone there though. Hit Kolb, Tarble. I can't see who the last car was here that hit him. It might have been Coles that got a piece of him just by watching the replay there as well. See, look at that. See the drive off pit road. Watson is going to be your leader as they come out of the pits.
All right, guys, I have the replay that happened with Jeff Green and I believe the 35 as well, like a couple laps earlier.
All
right.
right.
Let's take a look at that.
Yes, remember Jeff Green having an incident early on too. Ooh, it looks like he was trying to peek his nose. Oh, he turns Conrad, almost does. Conrad gets into Peeler, so there might have been damage on that 13 car as well. Nice save by the elder statesman here in The OSCA Weekend Woodsman Series. Do we call Daddy OSCA? Do we call him the elder statesman, or is Jeff Green just because he's older? I don't know.
Oh, I'm not chiming in on that.
No comment.
Oh man, old guys love to be told they're old. Although I think me and Tom or Tim are about the same age. So
if they qualify for that league, then they're old.
See, I don't think Daddy Oska's getting his AARP card yet. So I think he's at least got that going for him. So anyway, James Watson, our race leader, chooses the outside for our restart that will be coming up. It'll be about 30 laps to go once we hit the line. So it's going to be interesting if we're going to be able to make it the rest of the way without a pit stop. It's with I believe Vic was around 11 gallons. Said so that's.
I don't think so.
It's gonna be close. I think. I think they're still gonna. Yeah, I think they're still gonna have to make another pit stop here. A memory of a. I'm listening to the driver's chat. Very interesting. All right, but we'll see the pace car dive down pit road here momentarily. See if we can conclude half number one here. Last 30 laps under green flag action. James Watson again on the outside. Green flag is out. We are racing. Good start by Watson. He's going to clear. Ty McIntosh on the inside. Seth Rawls right there in the 25, trying to get that run on the outside to get by his teammate of Ty McIntosh. Again, you still have that group of 3 Shift Esports Fords. You have the holotype by Team Watson Chevrolet leading.
Oh!
Johnny Eckert. Oh, someone's kissed the wall there. Trying to look at Johnny Eckert now. He's back in the 4th position right now after leading the big chunk of the first part of this race.
Wreck the 2.
Oh, caution. Jeff Green, Rhett Nichols, Tarbell. Oh! I think that might have been Condon Jones said he wanted, if you need someone's view of the wreck. Almost before the wreck was done, I was told that might be the view. But Jeff Green getting involved in another incident here. Take another look. Ooh, Rashid Coles makes some heavy contact, spins it around. It's back going. Tarbell with the heavy damage as well.
No, you know who you should look at when going through that? The 6.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it right there.
Ooh, I see what I see. Kyden Jones have a moment there. I think I know what he's talking about as well. But man, oh man, oh man. But it looked like Jeff Green just kind of cleared himself in front of the 55 of Rhett Nichols to cause that chain reaction. And wow, just lucky there for the 6 car. Now he's up in the 16th spot. But if we can try looking at that 73, I think he had to maneuver there a little bit. See him. Oh, yep. Jeff Green. I don't know. Maybe neck code, or I don't know. Jeff Green thought he was cleared. Spotter might have lied to him there a little bit. I think, yeah, maybe some of the only cars that got through there were Kynan Jones, Zach Evans. Oh, and that hard hit to the inside by Rhett Nichols.
Wait, where did put this car right here?
Where'd this go?
This is the car I wanted. Here we go, 73.
73. Look at that, camera's jockeying around. More cars coming down pit road, getting some of the damage fixed. Maybe trying to see if they can make it Oh, wow.
All right, that's pretty good.
Gas brake. Yeah, he made some moves. I bet you there's a little bit of a pucker factor going on for the 73 of Kynan Jones. Guys getting their lap back again. Wave arounds for the lap cars. I believe all the cars are gonna be on pit road that are still running right now as Ty McIntosh holds on to that lead. You see Johnny Eckert coming down pit road. That, to me, that smells like he's gonna try to make it. He's gonna try to see if he can go the rest of the way. Heavy damage to the 2 car of Jeff Green, who's still up there in the points standings, I do believe, but that's really gonna hurt if he can't rally for something here tonight. Still a long way to go here in half number 1. Right now, those Fords, I talked about all the Chevys out there in the field here tonight, but the Fords are sitting pretty.
So so you were bringing up that more people need to run something other than Chevy. I got a little fun fact for you.
Oh yeah.
The only Toyotas out there are the NAR ones. That is 4 of them.
Oh, they're like the Ty
3
Gibbs
tonight.
of the field.
I think 3 tonight because the 89's not in the field. And the only Fords out there are from Shift.
Huh.
So Shift and S2. Everyone else is in a Chevy.
Yeah, it's kind of like real life where it's basically only Chevy dominant and only like Gibbs and I guess kind of like Penske and Roush. Except this time it's just Roush, I guess you can say, for Shift Esports.
I mean, you could think of S2 as Penske.
Yeah.
Or Roush, whatever works. I mean, or vice versa.
I mean, you almost have it because then you have the S2 racing team as pretty much being like the Woods brothers. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah. And again, I think as the field's kind of getting ready to double up and get ready to go green here shortly, I think Ty McIntosh again is going to choose that outside. So our leader has chosen the outside line here. Kind of the new player in the mix is Katie Roby in that 87 RK Motorsports Chevrolet. See, Carlos, you had a say in this. You could have picked a Toyota. You could have changed things up.
Almost happened because of Parker. He was a Toyota driver. I was able to convince him to drive a Chevy.
Ooh. So the Chevys dominate the field. Right now, 2 Fords on the front row as we are back to green flag racing. Man, Rawls on the inside. He got a good jump on teammate Ty McIntosh. I don't know if that was by design there. Right now, kind of a less chaotic restart here as kind of the teams forming things up. And Shift Esports now have the top 3 spots as it's Rawls and Delgado and McIntosh for the top 3 spots. Roby's trying to throw a monkey wrench into their plans as she's run on the high side. She's got a little bit of damage to the outside of the car there, so I think it's a common thing. We've seen it on the other RK Motorsports Chevrolet for Zach Evans, so definitely something that can happen, but really not affecting her car that much as she's in the 3rd position. Trying to break up the Shift Esports train going on right now. She's even taking a look at the lead, but she can't make it stick as Seth Rawls. It's hard to pass the Rocket Man and defending champion Nick Delgado. She couldn't quite make that run. She tucks back in, gets to the outside, right in front of Nathaniel Cherry. Another Shift Esports teammate up there as well. Now 24 laps to go once they hit the line here. And Rocket Man holding that lead up front. Nick Delgado right on the bumper. Oh, a couple cars getting at least close to that wall. I think picking the smoke up. I don't know if that's just getting out of the groove and getting into the kind of the marbles or the dust, or if that's an animation for getting in the wall.
That's the new smoke hit animation.
Oh, okay. Ew. Someone with old graphics cards don't really see that all. Well, I see it once in a while.
Oh, leader hit the wall.
Leader hit the wall. Now Indelicato's going to look to the inside at the line. Nick's going to lead this lap as he takes over the top spot, but can he get it to stick? Yes, he will. He'll clear the 25 of Seth Rawls. He'll take over that top spot. And he's already setting sail there a little bit. I think the biggest thing is if these guys, if that caution saved them enough, these guys that stayed out, if they're going to be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel, or those guys that came back in, if they're going to be in a better spot towards the end here of half number one, as we're about halfway, we're just a little bit past halfway, as Indelicato leads, but really not able to pull away, as this how draft dependent this track is. Seth Rawls and Indelicato, or I'm sorry, McIntosh right behind him. So far, you've had a couple guys out there trying to break up the party. We've seen Katie Roby and Watson trying to spoil it a little bit for the Shift Esports party, but not able to do so. But how about Adam Peeler? We've seen him get in that incident earlier with Jeff Green. He's now in the top 10, running 7th, making some noise. I just see more Shift Eastward Fords up there. Look at Adam Peeler.
Yo, drink Inca Cola.
Drinking what?
Drink Inca Cola.
Cola? What does that mean? What are you saying to me?
It's a beverage. It's called Inca Cola.
Is it like a soda?
Yeah.
Is it like a cola?
It's a Peruvian soda.
Peruvian soda.
Cola.
Ooh. So is it kind of more like a Werner's kind of a thing, like a cream soda kind of deal, or?
It's a slightly sweetish soda.
Somehow, some way, I might have to give me my hands on some of that.
Yeah, you
Sounds
go to any Peruvian restaurant, you get yourself some Inca Cola.
Yeah, I might have to try that out. Like go to Minneapolis ain't too far of a drive. I think they have a world's market where they have different culture foods. It's pretty cool. If anyone's
you go to
that,
bring me with.
Check it out. Yeah, it's really awesome.
It'd be something cool to do on the weekend there, Goody.
Yeah, see, I think it would be a good time. Actually,
maybe not this weekend because the snow.
It's snow. Yeah, snow would make it bad. But
wrecking in the back!
Actually there's a wreck! Oh, it's a big one! Up and over goes Sam Dreas, and oh man, McLean with some heavy damage. This is the big one. As it looked like things were calm out on the racetrack, talking about restaurants and food. But alas, we have a big one here as it happened. These guys running in the tight pack. Couldn't quite see how that started, but a hard hit to the inside wall by Dreas, and I think a couple more cars. I think DJ Weeks getting some heavy damage as well. Dreas definitely getting the worst of it here. Ooh, I don't know if Dewar pinched him up or what quite happened there again. Yeah, it looks like he got pinched by the 32 of Dustin Dewar. The 32 kind of being involved in a couple wrecks here. But 4 wide definitely might have played a factor, almost becoming 4 wide. Not a lot of room there for Sam Dreas to maneuver through. Gets into the wall, gets into McLean, and sets off a chain reaction here. Flips up and over. And I think Zach Evans with some more damage getting into the 95 of DJ Weeks. And judges really liking the flip by Dreas, landing on his wheels. I think that's the first flip this season we've seen the driver land on his wheels. So, Sam, probably not the way you wanted to exit half number 1 here, but so far that is the flip of the season. so far, at least. So there's a lot of things can happen.
Oh, let the me find car. It's a 213 somewhere car, but
and kind of created that bottleneck as they were just 4 wide. But Adam Peeler with his shenanigans now is in second. Mr. Sugar Moon's Creations being scandalous. I like it. He's mixing it up. He's shaking the pot of the Shift Esports dominance of half number 1 here. Could be a factor. And he's a lonely man out there in that Toyota. He's up there running the second spot. Nathaniel Cherry now in third. Seth Rawls fourth. Ty McIntosh back in fifth. Our pole sitter Johnny Eckert in sixth. Katie Roby in seventh. David Westergreen ninth. David Westergreen eighth. James Watson ninth. And Gilberto Javier Gomera is in 10th spot. That just reminds me. I do have some sponsor incentives for Gilberto. Doesn't matter where he finishes, but I have a hat for him with his name on it.
Wait, so he just has to finish the race?
Well, it's just because he's repping the brand. I just remember that now because he's out on track repping the brand of Miss Goodies Goodies. You can check them out.
You mean tell me there's a hat I can get if I just run a Goodies car?
Well, no, you don't even have to do that. You just got to say, "Mom, I love you, Mama Goody," and I'll give you a hat.
I love you, Mama Goody.
Right now. Boom, you get a hat. I feel like Oprah. Oh man.
All right. Speaking of sponsor
if you're Oprah,
incentives,
when are you gonna give me away a car?
Ooh.
What was that?
If you're Oprah, when are you giving away a car?
Oh, that might be a minute.
Speaking of sponsor incentives, Nick and Delicado's sponsor is offering him a $15 one-time reward for winning a race with their colors in the car.
Ooh, I like it. And right now he is sitting pretty in that top spot. So there's a man that's got to be hungry. He hasn't won a race this season yet. I may be talking about Dallas in here, He's probably sitting there watching the race. Hasn't eaten yet.
Talk about food.
What happened?
for food, yep. See, that's how hungry he is. He's delirious right now. The green flag now is unveiled by Barney and Nick Indelicato with a great jump over Peeler. He's trying to battle on the inside. It'll shift Esports Fords, though. They're going to put him in the middle of a sandwich. Oh, see, there's still food going on right now. And Peeler almost gets down into Nathaniel Cherry, able to save it. Katie Roby really gets the advantage of that as she shoots up into the 4th spot. And she's looking out on the inside. She's not done. She's going for the lead as Seth Rawls now on the outside. Oh man! Actually, all this Indelicato, I didn't realize how far he checked out on the field. Oh, Katie gets it! Oh boy, they're spinning. This is the big one here. It keeps getting bigger and bigger every wreck. Oh, Capuano in the wall.
With that, every single one of my cars are involved.
Oh man, that's not what you like to see. And it was an aggressive move by Katie Roby. It looks like Dewar's involved. Carpenter's down in the grass as well. There's many cars involved in this wreck. And it looked like Katie kind of took a bad angle into the corner and tried to go out. Rawls came down. Oh, man. Johnny Eckert with some heavy damage as well in his machine. Katie has apologized over the radio. Really kind of set off a big wreck behind him. I think Westergreen got lucky to get through. McIntosh, I don't know if he was able to hang on to it. Cooper Johnson, how about that, getting through all that wreck there? And James Watson with a heavy hit. Our 2 picks, Carlos, did not get the good end of that. I believe Victor Aldrich, too, with a hard hit on on the Katie Roby machine as well. Let's see, I think just a bad angle. She thought she was clear and just pushed up a little bit. Rawls coming down off the exit of the corner, just I think natural racing line. Rawls I don't think got it too bad.
Yeah, smart driving by Rawls. He kept it angled even backwards to point the car towards the infield.
Yeah, and just Minor pulled away. Don't know how bad Dewar and Carpenter that were involved in the wreck as well, how bad they got into it. A couple cars hit the wall just trying to avoid some of the mess. Tepe and Cooper. Cooper, if you can get a Cooper in-car shot, he had to sliver through some sliding race cars, and I think he made it through. He's currently sitting in the 8th position. He made a drive.
That's not Cooper.
That is not Cooper. This is Cooper. Wreck's happening in front of him.
Whoa!
Oh boy!
And Ty McIntosh did save it.
Yeah, he did. That was a hell of a save. He was pretty sideways. At first, it looked like he got through okay. Then that car really got away from him, but able to hang on to it. So, a very mixed bag for a lot of these drivers. Is maybe not as chaotic as we've seen last week at Bristol, but definitely some chaos here at Auto Club. A track that can provide wide racing, but sometimes that rubber band comes together. Wrecks do happen. What I'm surprised that Watson looked like he got hit pretty good. He stayed out on the racetrack, I believe. He's in the 6th position. I've seen him like Johnny Eckert, who now is a lap down. I think they made some contacts. I don't know how. My pick and Watson still running out there. But now the Shift Esports stable down to just the front row there of Indelicato and Nathaniel Cherry. And in that second row, it's going to be David Westergreen in the 09 Outlaw Racing Chevrolet and Adam Peeler in that lone Toyota, I believe, in the top 10. No, but never mind. I think we have Kynan in there as well. In their the Nurse Aviator Racing Toyotas. So I believe that's 2 of the... Is that 2 of the 3? Oh yeah, because Rashid Coles was the other one who was involved in an accident. Right now he's being scored 23rd, 1 lap down. So 2 out of 3 Toyotas in the top 10. Not too shabby. Again, top 12 will invert for half number 2. We still got 11 more laps of action coming up, coming at you as the pace car dives down pit road. Indelicato on the outside and try to get that first win of the season here. Gets a great jump over teammate Nathaniel Cherry as Peeler's trying to get a run on the outside as well. It's kind of as we've seen on the last restart. Indelicato really gets a good run. He kind of checks out a little bit on the field. 0.3 of a second lead right now over Nathaniel Cherry is right behind him. Oh, guy's kissing the wall a little bit, but oh, I was just gonna say it was calm, but someone went down. I believe that might have been Seth Rawls that had to shoot down on the apron back in 19th. We've just seen him in the top 3 not that long ago. And his march towards the front might be delayed here a little bit. Now 10 laps to go here in half number 1. Does Westergreen, can he do anything to kind of break up these top 2 cars? He might have to work with Peeler to maybe get a run, but he has a teammate not too far behind him in Cooper Johnson running in that 6th spot. Now we start seeing these cars choosing different lines, fanning out a little bit. Peeler trying to look on the inside of David Westergreen. He's going to make a charge on the inside, but not enough help on that bottom side. He's going to lose maybe a couple spots to Gilberto and Cooper going down into turn 1. And a caution is out.
Oh, Katie.
Katie and I believe Dewar might have been involved again. Katie with some heavy damage to the rear end. I don't know if that was from this wreck or the last one.
We also have Johnny in the infield care center.
Oh, we do.
Oh,
we have Jordan in there as well.
Oh, good.
Oh,
66.6 infinite repeating percent of my cars.
This is not a good night. And it was one of my cars too that was involved. Dustin Dewar. I don't know if he lost the handle. Something happened to that car as well. But that's where it started.
It's just monkey see, monkey do.
Oh yeah, just monkey pee all over you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and around they go. I think Colby got all the way to the inside wall, but with that, we'll bring in Johnny here for at least for a second. We'll try to bring Tarbell up here as well, but Johnny got involved in that last wreck. Seemed like you were just kind of biding your time, running the top 10 until chaos happened. Johnny, walk us through it.
I got myself in the second. I had positioned myself in the second. Felt like I was in a great spot, and then I got absolutely murdered. So, yeah. That's pretty much what happened.
It seems like as we're this half's unfolding here, it seemed like everything was kind of calm and easy going here, but I don't know if it's just the laps ramping down and just kind of the chaos following with it. But was that kind of what it felt like in the cockpit there?
At the beginning, it felt chaotic. Honestly, I didn't.
Oh, really?
I didn't know if we were gonna wreck up front. I figured we were gonna wreck up front like really early, but then we made it quite a ways until they had that accident in the back early on. I thought, all right, so we're in good position here, and I figured that everybody had figured out what they were doing, and then we went off strategy to go try something different, and got in position where I thought we were going to be in control of the race for the rest of the way, and then other people had other decisions, other opinions on that, I guess. So yeah.
So what's going to be your goal here in half number 2? Again, kind of making these spot starts for South Shore Racing. You're going to have to start in the back. Is it just trying to be methodical, maybe avoid the chaos that could be in half number 2?
Well, I spoke with D West and before when we were rolling down pit road, and he said, we hired you to be the aggressive guy. So I was fired up before this race started. I'm even more pissed off and aggravated about what I just witnessed, because that was really stupid. And mistake or not, but that was pretty stupid. There was quite a ways to go yet. But yeah, so the second race, I'm going to be just as aggressive and maybe even more, because I have speed, I have the ability. I think I could win here. I could win today in the second race, and I'm going to push it and see what I can do.
Hey, you show these young kids who never heard the name Johnny Eckert in the OSCA race. You show them what it's all about.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that old, but here we go. Talking old here. This is the old guy now.
Go get him, Johnny. All right, before we send you away, get ready for half number 2. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, thanks to Bite Size Sports for coming on board, and Vic for painting my beautiful scheme that got destroyed and in race 1, and thanks to my teammates D West, Cooper Johnson, DJ Weeks, and Adam TP for all their help so far this race, and we'll give it another go in the second race. Oh, and thanks to everybody from the league and for hosting this and whatever, the broadcast. I'm a little scatterbrained right now. Got a little rocked.
You might have to go back to the infield care center and get checked out before you get cleared for half number 2 here.
Yeah, I gotta go back down, get another look. All right.
All right. Best of luck to you, man.
Yeah, good luck the rest of the way in the Heat 1.
Oh yeah, you bet. That was Johnny Eckert, and we'll bring Jordan Tarbell up if he's listening. We'll bring him up in just a few moments. We'll get this race green flag going a little bit. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll bring him in now. He might have to help me call these last few laps here.
Okay.
What's that? Oh, no, he's been promoted to announcer, co-announcer. He can just say things that he wants to say. Are you? Me? Yep, you. So, but Jordan, yeah, we as we're getting ready to go green here, we'll we'll watch the restart unfold, and we'll talk to you here a little bit. Watch these last 5 laps. And kind of give some perspective of what you've seen out here, what these drivers are going through as Nick Indelicato is going to take that green flag, and once again gets a early start on the outside. He's going to take that other Miss Goodies machine with him, try to at least, as but on the inside we see Nathaniel Cherry getting a pretty good push from Westergreen, and Jordan, you see right now there's fewer cars than what we started out with here for sure, but I'm sure we're going to see some aggressive moves in these last 5 laps. But just talk a little bit about the chaos that's kind of been out there so far at this track.
Well, it's crazy. You see everybody running the top line mostly. I was up there in the top group there for a while. I couldn't find the bottom, but anyway. But these guys are aggressive, as I got wrecked. But we're not going to talk about that.
We did see that. You kind of know where to go there, but and that's kind of, it seems like that's with a lot of these guys that got involved in some of these wrecks. It's almost like a Daytona Talladega where it's just nowhere to go for a lot of these guys, huh?
Yes, exactly. What I'm really interested in, I love how Adam Peeler is running up here in the top 10, which is very good run for him, very needed run for him and his team. But I just like to see that, like to point that out.
Yeah, we kind of brought that up. He's again being the I think now the lone Toyota in the top 10. He's trying to break that shift esports dominance of this race, and of course Westergreen in that 3rd position as well. Trying to spoil the party, and then we see Peeler making a move again on the inside. He hasn't really quite gotten the help to make it work, but what I like, Jordan, is that aggressiveness of Peeler to try to make these moves work.
Definitely. He's definitely being aggressive. He's showing these guys that he could run the bottom. We've seen that before. I think a couple laps ago, before the caution came out, he passed 3 cars on the bottom side. So he knows he can run the bottom, just whether if he can get help and stay in the draft.
Yeah, and at some point, I think as these laps wind down, now we're coming to 2 laps to go, see if someone's going to help him make the move, or maybe just time that move right. And that's maybe something we're going to see Westergreen try to make that move as well. But Gilberto on the inside, trying to make it a Shift Esports kind of 1-2-3 finish with that S2 Racing Team Ford. Cooper Johnson as well. So again, everyone has a teammate out here except for that 13. So maybe everyone's going to get sidetracked. This is where that 13 can maybe hoodwink a win if these moves are made aggressively. Now coming down to 1 lap to go here in half number 1.
This should be very interesting.
We got to see if anyone's going to make a move. Westergreen's looking on the inside, see if Peeler goes with him. Peeler does not go. Westergreen's going to go all the way to lead. He's driving it in deep. I don't think he's going to make it stick, but he's going to be side by side with Nick Indelicato. He's going to have Cooper on the inside as well down the backstretch, but now Westergreen tucks back up.
Oh!
And now Cherry's on the inside. Is he going to pull a slide job on his teammate coming out of the corner?
Tight.
13 got tight. Oh, they're jockeying for position, but at the line, who's it going to be? Nathaniel Cherry edges out his teammate.
Good job.
Wow.
$15 goes back in my wallet.
Holy crap. Wow, Cherry with the win. Indelicato comes in 2nd. Cooper Johnson 3rd. How about Adam Peeler with the 4th place finish? Gilberto Javier Gomera rounds out the top 5, and man, oh man, the battle between teammates there, Jordan. That was pretty wild to race it. Yeah, race it aggressively and also not wreck your teammate. So okay, Canada in victory lane here in half number 1. So nice. Yeah, so pretty nice. So now you got to go. You had a miniature kind of announcers tie on here for a second, but what's your expectations? You're gonna be kind of starting in the back here for half number 2. What's kind of your goal? Is it just kind of let the chaos unfold in front of you?
I will try to. Like I said, that one wreck, I literally checked up, was shifting down. I don't know who ran into the back of me, but I'm not blaming him at all. I don't think he saw the wreck, but Yeah, I'm gonna try to be more conservative here. Let these guys just, go at it, I guess. But I just want to say congrats to Nathaniel for winning that race, and I know he's in the interview waiting room, and I just wanted to wish him good luck for next time.
All right, we'll make sure you wish him luck. We'll get you back down with the Do Good boys, and as we always say here, or at least I do, go make Mama proud.
Well, I will.
All right, best of luck to Jordan here. We'll get him down into the Do Good team chat. We'll bring up our race winner. And what a move it was, Nathaniel. You made the move at the right time, and not only that, you edged out your teammate by just a fender there. Talk us through that move a little bit. That was pretty awesome.
Well, honestly, that entire last run, like even the caution before that, and 2 cautions before that when there was 4 of us, we had all committed to, we're just going to run the top, we're going to sit together, we're all getting top 10s here. Unfortunately, Seth and Ty got involved in an unlucky wreck there. But yeah, I mean, I was just trying to see what Westergreen was going to do. As soon as Westergreen made his move a corner early, I knew that I could without messing Nick and I's chances of a top 5 up, and luckily I was able to get him right at the line there. Super tight, super fun, and yeah, it's a good point haul for today, for the team.
Yeah, good points haul indeed, and that's what it seemed like for a lot of the chunk of the race. We've seen a kind of a battle between teammates. We've seen a lot of the Shift Esports teams battling it out for the up front, and then you kind of had a group of South Shore Racing Chevrolets up there as well. Is that kind of going to be almost plate track-esque out there? Are we going to expect a little bit more of that in half number 2?
I mean, honestly, it is kind of plate track-esque, but the bottom goes nowhere. You really need something to happen at the top for you to be able to get a pass on the bottom. Which is why the Shift guys, once, was it the second run of the race, I think, after that first yellow, we figured out that the top was the way to control the race. So that was our plan for the rest of the race, and that'll be our plan in half 2. If we're up top and South Shore or any other teams down bottom, I don't think there's a way, and I think it goes the same way. If we were stuck at the bottom, we're not making that pass. The top is dominant. You need to be up top.
So, and is that something else you guys did work on? Again, running that top side, and I don't know how long ago you figured out that was kind of the fastest way around the track, but if the roles were kind of reversed, did you guys kind of practice this up? Say if you're leading and Nick or Gilberto or Ty are behind you, are they kind of learning to make those similar moves?
I mean, yeah, we practiced it during practice. We also were experimenting during qualifying. We just figured that if we held the top, we were good, and we made the decision in the call there. Last lap, every man for himself, as long as you don't take each other out, and that's what we did, and we got a 1-2 out of it, and I think Gilberto got a top 5 as well. Yeah,
I think you rounded out the top 5, and that's what I loved about that move. You kind of forced Nick high to make him take the long way around the track, and last second dive to the bottom. That was perfect. That's chef's kiss I got to give you on that one. That was beautiful. But before we send you down there to get ready for half number 2, any shout outs you want to give?
Well, just a thanks to Shift Esports for giving me the opportunity to run full time this season after being a super sub, as they called it last season. Really fun to work with these guys. I've known these guys for a long time, so hence why I'm able to make that move on Nick, because I know he's not going to hit me. He knows I'm not going to hit him. We get along well. We know what each other's going to do. Also like to thank SR Designs for sponsoring this car, and also shopangry.com for being an affiliate of the entire Shift team.
Hey, yeah, that's awesome, and hopefully we'll see at least one of you boys, I'm pretty sure, here in Victory Lane or the top 3 at the end of half number 2 here.
I hope so as well.
All right, best of luck to you. He said send your wounded warrior Matthew up here to make his pick here as well.
All right, I will.
All right. See ya. And that was Nathaniel Cherry coming away with a thrilling victory in half number 1. And as you see the final standings as well, just a note, so starting on the pole here for half number 2 will be granddaddy of them all, of OSCA, Daddy OSCA, Tim Conrad on the pole for half number 2. Adam Tepe will join him on the front row. And looks like we do have Matthew in the booth here. We got everyone here. And as we're getting warm-ups done, I don't know who's first for picks. How do we do?
I know Carlos is first for picks. I don't know about
are you kidding me?
I'm serious. You got the short end of the stick there. I don't know about everybody else though. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Dallas is
This
last.
man's has $15 riding on the line today. He needs to win to get that dough. And I think he's going to get it done in half two. I'm putting all my money on the number 4.
Ooh.
All right.
And then I have no idea who's second. Everybody.
Actually, no.
Close.
Oh, last is Matthew. Okay. Yeah. And then I think second to last, it's either me or you, Vic. And I got
one of us. So the 43 and the 10. So
oh
me.
man,
I go.
oh,
I go
one
and then you
spot,
go.
one spot different. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was not prepared for this. You know, I'm gonna go with the 09 because I mean it's the only race he's gonna be in.
Damn it!
A free pick.
That was a free pick. Well, man, you know, I liked the speed by the number 25. I'm going with Seth Rawls here in half number 2. He had some bad luck. He's still got a top 10. He'll be starting third here. He's gonna have a good run.
And up next is Dallas.
All right, first I want to say is seeing a 26 in Victor Lane looked really good today.
You can't pick the 26, the 4, or 43.
All right, I'll choose Gilberto tonight. Have to.
Okay, and Matt, who you got?
All right. I've got a lot of guys I want to pick, but seeing as how we have to be so conservative with our picks, this guy is 100% in terms of crashing out of races this season. But he's had some pretty good speed, so I'm hoping Sam Dreas in the 20 can turn it around here.
And you know what I gotta say, Matthew, is that you know you still sound pretty sick, but winning might be the best medicine because you sound a little bit better.
I was gonna say it felt pretty good. I honestly thought Nick beat him across the line. It was like a whole 2 minutes after the race where I was like, "Oh, Nathaniel won." It's like, cool.
Yeah, I almost wanted. I'm sure Vic's got a screenshot on Twitter that that was close at the line. That's gonna be a cool screenshot there as well. But
I've seen it. It's mid.
It's mid. We got a good one.
No, it's mid. MID.
Oh mid. I said mint. Damn it.
You guys have a good broadcast there.
Yes, and hopefully get better. Get back out here next week because what do we got next week? We got Kentucky. We got Jeff Greenland, so you best get ready.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Rest up, sleep well, go cheer your teammates on, but yeah, don't do anything crazy. Be responsible.
Just might.
All right. Thank you for joining us, making his guest appearance. Matthew Bayuk, get well soon. And I love. I don't know if that's.
Before you get to talk about half 2 here, I just want everyone to know, just for transparency reasons, the finish of half 1 is going to be reviewed, and has been reviewed already, and there will be a determination that the drivers will find out post race.
Hey yo, what?
Yeah.
What?
There was something that happened on coming to the line that shouldn't have been happening.
Does that affect
It'll
the race
affect
winners,
someone.
though?
No, it'll affect someone.
But not the
win.
Okay, not the win.
Hey, let's go over the starting lineup.
Oh yeah, we have again Tim Conrad in that, and I think that's like a David Pearson throwback. I like that. Tim Conrad on the pole, on the outside, from the dirty side of South Bend. You got Adam Tepe. And you got Rocket Man Seth Rawls starting in third. How about Carpenter? He had a strong run there. He had a rough night of it, but ends up with a solid top 10 finish. He's going to restart this race in fourth. And 2 guys in this next row showed some speed in half number 1. You have did we go with Seth Rawls? Oh, Seth. Okay, Seth Rawls. We talked about him. In the next row, Ty McIntosh and James Watson in row number 3. They showed a lot of speed in half number 1, so they're going to be a force to be reckoned with here in half number 2. And then in that next row, in row number 4, You have David Westergreen on the inside. You've got Gilberto Javier Gomera on the outside. And row number 5, you have Cooper Johnson and Adam Peeler. What a good run for that Toyota, that Sugar Moon's creation. I forgot to tell them, I got my wax melts, and they do smell delicious. So, again,
good.
yeah, they are awesome. I got the bourbon one. It smells like a man. I love it. Or at least my room does. But anyway.
Hey, you got a bourbon one? He gave me Fruit Loops and apple pumpkin. What is he trying to tell me?
Well, when you grow, I think I asked him for them. Plus, when you have a beard like mine, you can be called a man. I seen your little cat mustache or whatever you got going on there. I don't know.
I got nothing going
Anyway.
on. Oh, we're going green.
We're going green flag racing, and that next row, Indelicado and Nathaniel Cherry round out the top 12 of that invert. Tepe gets a good start on the outside to start half number 1 here, but a good push for Seth Rawls is going to push old Daddy OSCA to the lead. And man, nothing fits a guy, called, I guess, the Elder Statesman's Daddy OSCA as a throwback David Pearson paint scheme running out
in the
front,
wall.
taking the lead. Oh, and they're in the wall behind. Jockeying for position, and that chaos still ensuing here in half number 2. So these boys didn't learn a damn thing. They're going at it. They're chomping on the bit here in half number 1. But now Seth Rawls does take the lead over Tim Conrad, come to the line. And Tepe will join him. So at the line, it looks like Tepe is going to try to take a look at the lead, but Seth Rawls will lead lap number 1. Again, 1 extra lap here in half number 2. As Tepe is running with vengeance out there, trying to get that lead. But Seth Rawls, again, we talked to Nathaniel Cherry after his victory. I suspect we're going to see those Shift Esport Fords burning up that top side, as now he has our pole sitter in half number 2, Tim Conrad, right behind him. But look who's running higher, trying to be a little more handsome. Harry Gant, Ty McIntosh in that 10 car.
Caution.
The caution is out.
Oh,
Lap number 3. Oh, Dreas. And then Zach Evans gets involved again as well. So not a good night for these 2 cars. Oh.
the 5 of McLean?
I don't know what really started. Yeah, something started that really sent that car around. Oh, McLean.
That was some late net code too.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Oh,
the 09. That's somebody's pick.
Yeah, Wesker. I don't know what he was doing about there that far back. I don't know if he was just trying to bide his time, but obviously didn't pay off. Oh, it looks like maybe Dreas got into Zach Evans. Yeah, there's just a lot going on there. 3 wide, and they're kind of running on that top side. Just not a lot. They didn't give each other a lot of room. And
the
unfortunately
5
for
slightly
Westergreen,
came down on the 20. There was netcode, but there may have been contact.
Yeah.
There probably would have been contact regardless. And then that shoved the 20 to the 6.
Yep, and just a chain reaction from there on out, and looked like Johnny Eckert having to do a little bahan through the grass to try to avoid that. So we see some cars down pit road.
Look at that sky. I almost said grass.
It's close. One's the ground, one's the sky. We're almost
the
there.
Sky, and then that's the grass.
Yep. Nailed it. Stuff you learn on 3Y TV. Exclusively. Children, go tell your parents that this is how the world works now. So Seth Rawls still holding on to that top spot. Adam Tepe, he was making some noise. I liked it. Tim Conrad as well, holding on up in the 3rd spot right now. Ty McIntosh in 4th, and Adam Peeler started back in 9th. He's worked his way up to 5th. So he's, we've seen him on in-car. He's a scrawny dude, but he's flexing some muscles here at Auto Club Speedway. I wonder, Carlos, what scent do you think Adam uses? The Sugar Moon Creation wax melt. What scent does he use on race days? Nothing? Just natural man musk, maybe, Carlos? I don't know. I think he's got to come up with one that smells like you're at a racetrack, like burning fuel and rubber. I think it's definitely one he's got to get going, so he brings him like he's feeling like he's at the racetrack. I believe we might get the one to go this time by, and the top side is going to be held by the Rocket Man Seth Rawls, leading the charge here on the restart once we get to lap number 6 of 47. Again, another lap. Can we see some of these guys getting coming down pit road to fix some damage? Some of these guys maybe getting some fuel to try to stretch out this run a little bit in case we do go green, but all kind of indications so far of how we've seen how this race has been set up that we might not see this race go green just by the way it's going, but never know. And now believe Westergreen is now back on track. He's the only car one lap down, but we do have all 28 cars still in the race even after that wreck early on in the going here. Some of the other movers and shakers on that restart. Nick Indelicato up 6 spots into 5th. Kind of going through the field. Kynan Jones up 5 spots in 9th. Jeff Green up 5 spots from his 18th starting position in 13th. Katie Roby started all the way back in the 23rd position up to 14th. And Justin Kolb up into the 15th position. He's up 7 spots as we're ready to go back green flag racing here in half number 2 of the Team Watson Racing Setups 300K half number 2. As we click down onto lap number 6 of 47, Seth Rawls getting a good start on that outside. Now guys running all over the place, and now we have teammates up top there. Seth Rawls, Ty McIntosh, it looks like Gilberto and Nick all teamed up on that outside line. On the inside you do have Tepe and Peeler trying to battle it out, trying to see if they have anything they can do on the shorter way around the track, but that good run, you know, it's almost like we're at large Bristol dirt last week. We've seen how you can get that run on the top side on corner exit. That's kind of the same effect we're seeing right now with our leader Seth Rawls, but Adam Tepe doing his best. Keep up on the bottom. He has a little bit more help than we've seen in a long time on that bottom side. He's got Peeler Conrad right behind him as well as they're trying to drag race with that 25 of Seth Rawls. Conrad kind of bails on him. He's going to join the boys on the outside. He's going to be an honorary Shift Esports member in that weekend's Woodsman Chevrolet. Here we go to the 3-wide TV multicam. See how many cars side by side. Adam Tepe does, in fact, take the lead here on lap number 8. But he's got that 25 car, the Rocket Man Seth Rawls pushing him. Was for a minute. Spread out a little bit there. You see just almost no matter. Oh man, Dreas on pit road. He had some heavy damage and realizes he can't maybe keep up to speed down pit road, maybe get some of that damage fixed. But see the cars fanning out behind them. Carpenter running that bottom side. See Jeff Green, his teammate, working with him as well. Justin Kolb, we'll see if he can kind of turn that luck around, finish 22nd in half number 2. He's worked his way up to that 11th spot. Really kind of a bad few runs there trying to turn it around. Look at Peeler there. Look at the concentration. He knows he's got a good car tonight. He's flexing again. Look, he's a little guy, but he's flexing those muscles, running that 5th spot, trying to get that bottom side working. He might lose a few spots here, but I think if he can keep that Toyota clean, he might be a factor, at least for a solid run here, not maybe a win by the end of it. Running kind of depending how they run there. You see just that run that the top side gets on corner exit that pushes him back into the currently scored in 7th position, battling with Tim Conrad. But you see on that bottom side, he drive in a lot deeper, just doesn't get that run on corner exit. And really, you see on the top side of your screen too, no one really there to help him. Besides, I think the next car on the inside is going to be Gilberto, a few car lengths back. And now he shuffles to the outside, so not a lot of help for that 13. So the lone Toyota really struggling to find friends. So we got a 4-wide battle for the lead here. For a second, I think they thought better of it between Seth, Rawls, McIntosh, and Tepe. Now it's just down to Tepe and Rawls. Rawls has the advantage right now, but Tepe, he's not giving up that easy. And you know, the old Kyle Larson slide job on Kyle Busch back at Chicagoland, the attempted one. We might be seeing a lot of that here before the night's concluded. I don't know if Tepe could have got a look to maybe pull in front of Indelcato. Thought the wiser of it, fought to fight another lap. Now they'll shift Esports Ford's running that top side, going to take the advantage coming out of turn 4. No, Tepe slides in front. He's going to clear him. Wow, what a run for the 96, but now turning the favor with the help from Nick Indelicato. But now that sets him up. Well, DJ Weeks. So Tepe's got a teammate. Rawls is going to clear him, but slingshot engaged. As Tepe goes back to the lead. These guys want to be out front. These guys want to lead these laps. And right now, between Seth Rawls and Adam Tepe, putting on quite a show. But how about our pollster, Tim Conrad? He's working his way in the mix as well. Alex Kent, where did he come from? Started back in 15th. He's worked his way up into 7th. So just a gaggle of cars. Oh, we see a car on the grass, and Victor Aldrich. Oh, Rashid Cole's on the infield. This caution's going to be out.
Just switch the camera. All of a sudden, I got the 98's butt just what's it called? Just popping up in the frame.
Yeah, just hey, check out the rear bumper, but unfortunately, brings out our second caution here of half number 2. Ooh, just making contact. Victor and Rashid. Now hard hit for Rashid on the inside wall. I don't know if Aldrich made a whole lot of contact. He's gonna have some damage here. When he hit Coles, I think, and maybe the rear end against that inside wall. Other than that, he didn't do too bad of a job keeping his nose clean there.
Huh.
Not quite sure. I don't know if he reacted because of the smoke animation or what, but he kind of looked like Rashid darted down just a little bit. Didn't know he was clear. Maybe Victor got a run there, and alas, both those drivers. I like the Team Watson Racing Setups logo there. So again, check them out. Get some setups.
Yeah.
I think they should. I think they should paint you a fun-looking car like Victor's, and Watson has a pretty cool paint scheme as well. They should give you a paint scheme every time you sign up for them.
True. Well, a quick reminder: don't forget to check out TeamWatsonRacing.com. The link is in the description as these drivers go down Pear Road. Their setups are meticulously crafted and personally run by their top tier drivers, to assure that you get the best there is. Again, HTTPS the 2000 top / TeamWatsonRacing.com / and then use the code WATSPIN39 for 10% off at checkout. All that is in the description.
Yeah, go check him out as Alex Kenton does stay out. He's going to be your race leader here. And just a note for Team Watson setups, they can make a 0 like me look like a hero. And you could win some official races if you get the right setup on it. Yeah. You get the right setup behind you, you can win some races. And if one guy you got to trust to make you a setup, it's that Watson. He's a wheelman. He knows how to do it. See the race off pit road. Seth Rawls is going to lead the bunch. See behind him how they jockey out of pit road. Some of those guys are close. I think Peeler took some time down pit road. He's all the way going to be coming out 18th after running in the top 10. Mostly early going here. So Alex Kenton did stay out. He might have came down under our previous caution. and still might be at a point where they're gonna maybe have to pit again under green, or maybe even just for Kenton to get that lap led. Might have been the goal there. We'll see what the strategy is this time by, if he's going to duck down pit road. Oh, looks like he's ducking down pit road. So that will give the lead back to the 25 of Seth Rawls. Nick Indelcado's second. DJ Weeks now moves up into the third position. Then Adam Tepe rounds out the row number 2. And behind them will be Nathaniel Cherry, half number 1 winner, and then Tim Conrad, our pole sitter here for half number 2. Round out the rest of the top 10. Row number 4 will be Ty McIntosh and Johnny Eckert. Row number 5 will be James Watson and Justin Kolb. But back up front, it will be Shift Esports versus South Shore. South Shore.
Right, just use your words.
Use your words, not emotions. Nope. Don't punch the screen. Your name's not Kyle. You're not drinking a Monster Energy.
Or a Monster Unleashed.
Oh yeah.
6.6% alcohol.
Yeah, that's. Is that out yet? Or
I don't
is that
know.
just something that's kind of fun?
I don't know, but what I did see today, I saw a poster that said that Kurt Busch is going to drive a Phoenix.
Really?
Yes.
So I didn't know. So he's going to be running part-time, huh?
Well, I mean, that was always speculated.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that he's not totally walking away. Kind of go out on his own terms a little bit. Let's see who goes out on their own terms tonight here at Auto Club. As the pace truck dives down pit road, Seth Rawls, let's see if he gets a good jump on the outside. See what the Rocket Man can do. And the Rocket Man gets a good start over his teammate Indelicado. Let's see if Indelicado can come up to that top side. It looks like he will. Right in front of the 96 of Adam Tepe. Now Indelicado looks on the inside. He's going to try to take the lead over his teammate, and he does. So put that 4-car back up into the top spot. And we've seen you've seen Indelicado lead the last lap, or coming to the white flag. And half number 1, that's maybe not always the spot to be in. Once we get down there, you see Nathaniel Cherry again pull that masterful move, coming to the line to get that win. So again, we still have the Shift Esports and South Shore Racing Chevrolets battling it up. But now we have another one in the mix, Johnny Eckert. He said he's here to be aggressive. He's here to go for the wins. He's worked his way all the way to the back.
Bucking Bronco in the first caution.
Yeah, he was bucking Bronco, hitting jumps, shredding the gnar in the infield. And now he's on the inside, burning the white line, trying to make some moves to go for the win here, like he needs to, like he wants to. Or not needs to. I'm sure David Westgreen and a lot of those boys at South Shore will say he needs to. He needs to break up that party, but he has his old compadre there of DJ Weeks on the outside. Tim Conrad still fighting the good fight there on the inside of Adam Tepe, taking the unconventional way around here on that inside line. Definitely, you know, the inside line definitely doesn't flex that same muscle, but there's definitely moves that could be had if timed right. And especially, I think, more help early on in the going, but we'll see how this race unfolds. 28 laps to go here in half number 2. Indelcado's got a pretty good jump, and is that Kenton? I believe it's.
No, I think that was her dog.
Well, that was my dog. Just wanted to let you know. This race is going to be heating up. The eye booger's gone. Racing action here at Auto Club's good. Life's sitting good. Life's pretty. And Delcado looks on the inside. He's going to try to draft the lap car. I believe Alex Kenton in that 14. Yes, it is. Cuts cut right back in front of his teammate, Seth Rawls. I don't think that worked quite to the way he wanted it to. Ooh, hit the wall.
Oh, they're going around.
Oh, Road Tepe. Oh, man, Gilberto Dewar. Kynan Jones involved. Jeff Green. Oh, man. So the big one happens here again.
I
Green
can't
still
believe
sideways.
it. None of my cars were involved in that one. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Zach. Come on, Zach. But he might have had a bail. I don't know if he's got a lot of damage. It doesn't look like his car's driving the way he exactly wants it to right now. That'll be our third caution here of the night.
Brandon Jones is the first thing that pops up. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah, I think he kind of just drove up and caused a chain reaction on that top side. Zach Evans might be okay, but I've heard Zach Evans on the driver's chat. He just wants to miss one of these wrecks. He's been involved in a lot of them.
The 96.
I don't think that was on. I don't think that was on Kynan.
No, I'm just saying that he's the first name that popped up.
Popped up, yeah. I heard someone apologize. I couldn't maybe quite make out who it was.
Wow.
Ooh. Tepe kind of pinched. I believe is that Cherry? I believe. A lot of cars there. Man, oh man. Tour around. Watson spins out again. Jeff Green, someone gets in the back of him. Yeah, everyone coming down. I don't think anyone's going to be staying out. Oh, never mind. Thomas Capion had to wreck that party. Look at a guy like Jeff Green. No, nowhere to go. Ty McIntosh is there. And around he goes. So again, not a good night for a 2000 Busch Series champion, Jeff Green. Oh, just gets sideways. Oh, gets in the side of Gilberto.
I think he'll be relatively okay.
Yeah, I think even for Tepe, Gilberto might be okay. I think Zach Evans is going to be relatively okay, but I think right now it's just the morale of getting involved in all these wrecks. He got a little slap. Whoo, sit off the wall. Me, okay.
I love you, Mrs. Goody.
Yeah, woohoo. Mama, you watching? Oh, that was not
Mama, please don't be watching.
Yeah, don't watch. See, you got another car that made it through. Everything's okay. Everything's good, not great.
Well, oh, that would have been so epic.
Watson. Yeah, if you could have got through there. Man, oh man. We still got about half the field still down pit road getting damage and whatnot fixed. So not a lot of cars are going to be out there that don't have damage. I'm not even sure some of the cars that are out on the racetrack now that haven't got damage in one of our first two cautions. But Thomas Capuano holding on to that top spot right now. Nick Indelicato, Tim Conrad, and Seth Rawls, and DJ Weeks will round out your top five. So man, you know, I guess generally it was I guess caution-wise not as chaotic early on in the goings. Maybe for car count in some of these wrecks, but definitely ended chaotic. So maybe this is gonna be a reverse of half number one. We've gotten a lot of the big one out of the way now. These guys can duke it out for the win here in the last 24 laps. I gotta wonder, because just kind of, again, we're really speculating on the fuel run, but I think a lot of the guys, if they came down pit road, which everyone did besides Thomas Capuano, if they can make it the rest of the way on fuel, but is there any bit of a chance that 21 can make it the rest of the way on fuel if we do go green? Unless he's not even planning on this race going green and just trying to get that track position to be up front. If here's another caution, and say a majority of the field probably at that point too would also come down pit road. See how that plays out. As the pace truck will be diving down pit road in just a few more moments. Going back to green with there'll be 23 laps to go when they hit the line. Getting to the Geico restart zone. Green flags out. Thomas Capuano is Do Good Motorsport Chevy taking the lead. Or Nick Indelicato gets a good start. Gonna see if he can rip that high side. He's got fence line films.
Inside?
He's gonna run the fence. The outside. Oh yeah, inside. Never mind. I'm trying to have two thoughts in my head at the same time. That never works. But Nick Indelicato does get the lead over Thomas Capuano. Seth Rawls running in the third spot. Thomas trying to hold on to that top line, or second spot, I should say.
Oh, never mind.
Boy, almost contact. Oh boy. Oh, this Peeler fell back a little bit, but now he's worked his way back up in the 8th spot. And then back up front, back up in this top pack on the inside. You see that blue and yellow car of Katie Roby. Made that mistake in half number 1. Wants to redeem herself. Trying to get up into that top 5.
Yeah, she sent me I said 3 wide for the lead. She sent me a message on Discord saying that she never received the 3 wide call from her spotter, only her 2 wide, so assumed that there was only one driver on her outside.
So that was you know, and that does happen. Certainly does happen on iRacing, and definitely has the speed right now as she's running in the top 5. Johnny Eckert flexing his old flabby retired muscles, trying to take the lead as well. Man, he's getting close to the outside wall there.
Did I pick Johnny for half 2?
I think you did. No, you picked it for half number 1, didn't you?
Johnny's washed.
No, you picked.
He's not going to be able to hang on to this lead. He's just going to be dropping back.
He's too old. I can't even remember who I picked here for half number 2. Who did I pick, Vic?
Oh, you picked Seth Rawls.
Oh, I did pick Seth. Oh, and look at him. And I didn't even mean to do that. He's in the lead. You picked the 4. And right now, any of these guys have a shot to win the race here. It's a battle. Look at this gaggle of cars, basically from Seth Rawls on back to Thomas Capuano, who's in the top, or rounding out the top 10. So the top 10 within under a second of each other, then kind of breaks away to our half 1 winner, Nathaniel Cherry, who's about 2.25 seconds back. But the way these guys are running up front, a lot could change. Maybe another caution coming out right now. Katie Roby trying to lead that inside line 3 wide between Roby, Conrad, and I believe is that Nichols on the outside. We haven't mentioned his name in quite a while. Cove shooting the middle on the inside. That didn't make any sense.
Nope, you got it.
Yep.
Cobb's California boy. This is his local track. Big fan of it.
Yeah, he's big fan. He didn't have the luck there in half number 1. I'll try to get my Benny.
A little frustrated with the 32. He got involved twice with him.
Ooh, so maybe a little rivalry start. I might have to. My team might have to send your team some flowers during the week here.
My team may also have to send another team some flowers.
Well, you know that happens. The team budgets are going to be definitely adjusted for stuff like that.
I didn't account for so many wrecked race cars.
Oh! Speaking of wrecked race cars, Johnny Eckert made a save. Almost getting turned. He's now going almost to the apron on the inside of Seth Rawls. Not going to get that run. Oh, but trying to make it in front of Indelicato. Now Conrad moving up into that 3rd spot. These guys, the aggression level definitely turned up to 10 right now. They are not playing nice. I mean, at least they're not wrecking right now, but they are definitely duking it out. Just a note, I think Capuano kind of fell off this lead group here a little bit. That's almost bringing Cooper Johnson and those guys from about 11th on back up closer to this lead pack.
Capion a couple laps ago entered turn 1 really high and kind of wall rode that turns 1 and 2 area and dropped so many spots. So he probably hasn't fully recovered from that.
Yeah, definitely trying to get back in the rhythm of things, keep that momentum up.
Oh, man!
Oh, and Delgado on the inside. Oh, it looked like he got turned a little bit, maybe some contact there with the 9 car of Johnny Eckert, able to hang on. So willing and dealing for the second night in a row. Oh, and he makes contact again as Peeler. Sugar Moon Creations in the 4th spot now. As Indelicado now had a rough go, but he's just gonna kind of go in the back of this pack here, regroup a little bit, and try to make his charge up to the front again. But one thing you kind of notice is that these guys are really being aggressive to try to keep these Shift Esport forwards apart from each other, not to work together. They don't want to kind of see what we've seen at the end of the first half, where they kind of were able to control the race. We got a lot of wild cards out there right now. We have the Rocket Man Seth Rawls. We got Johnny Eckert, Mr. 3-time, in 2nd. DJ Weeks in 3rd. And Sugar Moon Man himself, Adam Peeler, in 4th. And Rhett Nichols in the top 5. But Tim Conrad on the inside, too, going 3 wide through the corner. Never shy to make a move to try to get up towards the front. And now they're starting to kind of single file out. Maybe the good on these Goodyear tires going away. And I did not see, we had Ty McIntosh in here, and I didn't realize he was done. So we gotta bring Ty in here, because
was he in the
you're not
care center?
You were in the infield care center, right, Ty?
Yes.
We're gonna make sure. I'm just making sure that you got cleared. And, you know what day it is, what day of the week it is. So that's good. But yeah, you and your teammates really flexing your muscles today. Running up front and. But nothing short of being chaotic, especially in both halves. What kind of happened here in half number 2 that take you out of it?
Yeah, I just saw contact with the 96 and the 26 and tried to go low, and it was kind of crazy. Heat of the moment, I don't think Pepe knew that I was there, so just got a little tight and nothing anybody could do. It's unfortunate, but I mean, I feel like that's kind of what we get here. I mean, everybody's on top of each other, giving each other the runs and whatnot, and it's chaos.
Yeah, it certainly, and it seems now a little bit more uncontrolled chaos, because it seemed like in half number 1, it was like a battle of teams. You had your Shift Esport teammates, kind of, and S2 Racing teammates up front there. You kind of had the South Shore boys up there as well. But now it seems like everyone's just trying to break up those parties. Is that maybe kind of ramping up the aggressiveness here in half number 2?
Oh yeah, I mean the bottom's there a lot more because it's a lot cooler. So it's definitely a lot more team oriented with the bottom and the top now, which I don't think anybody's really had 2 cars lined up other than right now. It's just everybody has a run everywhere pretty much, and we don't know what to do with it. So
yeah, it just seems like it's putting on a great show, but it's got to be definitely a little chaotic in that cockpit.
Oh yeah, I mean like half 1 was calm. Everybody was we knew the top lane was going to be it, and we were just kind of hanging out. And then this is just every lane.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch them just fan out here. But right now we're kind of seeing we got 11 laps to go here, Ty, and well, as I say that, Justin Cole makes the move on the inside. But you think everyone's just kind of riding, maybe saving a little bit of those tires to make moves with maybe about 5 laps to go. When do you think you kind of make that move if you say are Adam Peeler in 5th right now?
If I'm being honest, I think there's enough speed in the racetrack if you're one of the 3rd or 4th cars in line that you can wait till the last lap, and it's a lot safer because then you don't get sent on. So, I think for the sake of not getting sent on and having a good race car at the end, I think you want to win as long as possible.
But is it going to be trying to be that 3rd or 4th car in line? And that's kind of where we see the more aggressive moves being made right now. As we see, well, again, as I say that, Johnny looks peeking his nose out there too, but it's probably just kind of getting in, jockeying for position to make that move at the end, huh?
Yeah, I think especially with us, there was a lot of shuffling, trying to get each other in the line, Because if you're by yourself, you're gonna have a slight run, but you're not really gonna clear. But if you've got somebody behind you pushing you, you're gonna be solid.
Yeah, I gotta ask you too though. What was the Discord like when Nathaniel and Indelicado were battling out for that last lap in half number 1?
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I kind of tuned that out because Seth and we were both at the back towards the end, and I ended up going 4 wide for like 7th coming across the line. So I don't really know what happened there. I actually didn't even know that they were 1-2 until after like 2 minutes after it. But we were all screaming for different reasons.
So there was just constant chaos for everyone at the end of the race, and I'm sure right now there's got to be multiple Discord team chats freaking out right now as you see the cars fanning out now. And with this lead pack, you see Jordan Tarble on the tail end of that pack in 12th right now. And really, with 8 laps to go, it seems like anything can happen out there.
Yeah, I don't think it was settled at all anywhere until the checkered hit in half 1. So it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. Well, with that, Ty, next week, these guys, as we watch this battle, next week, where was it again? Kentucky. What's your outlook next week at Kentucky?
I mean, for me, it's just another mile and a half. I put a lot of practice in and see how it goes. It's definitely not a short track, which is where I feel better. But Farley Dirt, these guys support me everywhere, and I'm gonna do what I can to get them a good finish. But it's another mile and a half where this package is, it's a pack racing package, which is fun and it puts on a good show. It's just chaos, so it depends.
It's chaos indeed. So just white knuckle racing, but just knowing one of you guys from the Shift Esports S2 Racing stable is going to be up front. But with that, before we send you off, any shout-outs you want to give?
For Harleter, as I said earlier, these guys support me day in and day out. They are the best. Shop Angry Duck for being an affiliate for the whole team. SR Design, Seth makes beautiful cars, and this thing is great. You guys for putting on the show. Vic for picking me in half 1 and not cursing me, cough, cough, Dallas. And
he's not paying attention right now. But before we let you go, too, we're coming to 5 to go. Who's your pick to come away with the checkered here?
I got to put my money on Seth.
Hey, I like it. That's my pick right now. So let's go. Let's go, Rocket Man.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, Ty. We'll send you back to the team. Call that 25 car home, baby.
I'll try.
All right.
I think I see some debris in turn 4.
Oh, you would.
Mr. Race Official.
I don't see the debris.
But Johnny Eckert,
over here.
Yeah, see that? There we go. I slipped him a dollar bill in his pocket before the race. Look at that. See? Yeah. It's a live look at me making my race picks. Oh, nothing to see here. But Johnny Eckert now, I think he's gonna set it up. He's trying to make that move again. Now 5 laps to go. We talked to Ty. You can wait till that last lap, but maybe trying to get that timing down. It's maybe not so much to make it stick, but can you find that time to make the move to just be ahead of that 25 car as you cross the line? And right now, no moves have been made. This guy's kind of standing pat in the meantime, but as every lap ticks away, as every corner we go through, the aggression level's going to ramp up just a little bit. Top 2 cars kind of pulling away a little bit, but I think one of the underdog guys in this situation might be your boy, even though he's not in that Animal Crossing car, Justin Kolb, getting some redemption, almost making contact. I think he's going to be hungry to get that hometown win. He might be the emotional support pick, I think, for everyone here who'll be watching along at home. Kind of spoil the party. I don't think he's I think the closest teammate he's got is Katie Roby in that 7th spot, so maybe they can make some moves, but I'm still saying there needs at least to be Tom Nook or something on the side of that car, maybe Mario.
Well, the movie is coming out soon.
And he's making a move to the inside. Gets by DJ.
Whoa!
He's gonna make it stick. Oh, and he made it stick in front of Johnny Eckert now.
Man's been doing this move for like the last 20 laps, and it finally works with 2 to go.
2 to go. But when does he make that move for the top spot? Is he going to wait? Is he going to have to defend a position from, Johnny Eckert's going to make that move back on him? This could be a very chaotic last lap as we're going down the backstretch. Johnny Eckert, I think he's looking on the inside. He's going to try to make a move. Can he make it stick? Back on the 52 of Kolb. And now Johnny's, he's going on the inside of Seth Thralls to try to make it stick. Kolb's going to try to put the power down to keep that 9 car from getting up there, but he does. And now we take the white flag. One more lap to go. Will it be the Rocket Man? Will it be Johnny Eckert? Will it be... Oh boy, here comes Indelicato on the inside. If he can get in front of Johnny, I don't think he's going to get the room. They might have touched a little bit there. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Oh,
there
boy,
goes my pick.
Oh, Johnny! There goes Nick around. Oh, Peeler gets involved. They spin. We're going to still battle it out till the checkered flag here. Johnny Eckert on the inside. Kolb trying to go lower there as well. Does he have enough to get by Seth Rawls? There's a wreck behind him as they drag race again to the line. Kolb looks on the inside. Who's it going to be at the line? Seth Rawls defense. Whoa, I didn't know if it was going to be Kolb, Eckert, or Rawls, and Rawls holds off the spot. Wow. What a finish. Where did Katie come from? She ended up in fourth.
He dive bombed as well.
Holy man, Cooper ends up 5th. How about Tim Conrad? Old Daddy OSCA with the nice 6th place finish. Rhett Nichols 7th, Nathaniel Cherry 8th, Dustin Dewar sneaks in the top 10, 9th, and David Westergren. We've seen his early damage right on the get-go. He gets walks away with a top 10. So man, what a battle! What a finish! 2 excellent finishes here tonight in the OSCA Weekend Woodsman Team Watson
that's the
Racing
first
Center.
career win for him in OSCA.
So wow, okay, you might be right on that. I mean, he's had a lot of. I mean, he's finished in top 5, especially as of late. He's been flexing those muscles, finally getting victory lane here. Awesome to see. And again, the Rocket Man nickname, kind of more of a negative as far as he was up in the air, flying around a lot of wrecks last season, where he got that nickname. But tonight he makes that nickname anew. It's Rocket Man Seth Rawls as he's coming away with the win. He was fast. He held off the challenges from Johnny Eckert, Kevin Kolb, and the rest of the field here tonight. And hey, man, looking pretty. Burning it down in victory lane. But as we wait for Justin and Seth to come up here to do some post-race interviews, as Seth's still burning them down, we're going to bring up old man Johnny. He's back. He finished 2nd, and man, oh man, Johnny, you didn't quite get that win, but you you put on one hell of a show. It was fun. What maybe could have went differently that would have put you in victory lane instead of Seth?
I just needed to not have to fight with Kolb there, but I kind of messed up going into 3 on the last lap. I had the opportunity, and I realized when I went into the corner that I had made a mistake. Not going to necessarily disclose what it was, but I made a mistake and didn't get where I needed to. So, we had a chance. Probably should have won, but it be what it be.
It be what it be, and still a very solid run, especially coming from all the way in the back of the pack. And we saw you Bahan through the infield right away to start off this race, and to be able to rally and come home in the 2nd spot. Again, not that win, that's kind of what you're out here for, but it's still gotta be feel pretty good to prove to Carlos that you're not washed up.
I'm a little I'm still coming down off of a high of like the stress of that race, so it doesn't feel much right now. Just I don't know. I don't like this type of racing. I hate this car. So, I don't like some of the stuff that I saw tonight. But if I get past all that, it was a good result in the end. We had good speed, and I guess that's all that matters.
I guess what your prediction is, and that's kind of we talked to Ty McIntosh when he's out of the infield care center as well, and just kind of it seems like that this racing is kind of what the product of this Gen 6 car is on these 1.5 miles, 2 miles speedways. Is that kind of the general consensus that the vibe that you picked up out here tonight?
Yeah, it's whoever can hold the highest line better. I mean, it's really what it is. I mean, it's I'm not a big fan of the pack racing. I didn't like it in real life. I don't like this. It's worse on iRacing just because the way the tires and everything are. I mean, this track is a little bit more conducive towards it just because you can in a normal car, an actual race car, instead of what this is, this slot car. In a normal race car, you can actually move around at an auto club. Here, it makes it a little bit better, but track like next week's going to be just chaos. So I think I'm supposed to be racing next week, so we'll see what happens.
Man, for a retired guy, you got quite the schedule going on here.
Listen, US messaged me I think in December and was like, "Yeah, you want to do two road races?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And then like a week later, maybe not even, it turned into 6 races. I'm like, all right. So, yeah, I think if I'm running next week, I think I'm halfway done with my schedule. And I think DJ is the opposite. I think his races are like backloaded a little bit more towards the end of the season. So, the ones that he's scheduled to do, the 5 or 6.
I'm gonna be shooting you a DM soon.
Listen, if it's another race like this, we'll see.
We'll see. I'm ready to be hurt again.
I'm gonna have to have a paramedic on standby for the heart rate and the aggravation that this was tonight. Because holy crap!
Did you at least have some fluids and stuff like that to keep you hydrated?
Yeah. When we were under caution, yeah, not during the race, not when I'm on track under green, because if I take a hand off the wheel, that's when I hit the wall. So,
oh, yeah, it's been wild. So it sounds like we'll see you next week at Kentucky, and it seems like we already got a vibe of what you expect to see next week. But before we let you go, calm down and get that heart rate down. Any one last shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, first off, thank you guys, the broadcast and the league, for all that they do, setting all this up and whatnot. Thanks to Bite Size Sports for coming on board the 9 this season. Glad to give it a good run. Sorry to Indelicato for spinning whatever that whole situation was. I went back and looked, and I had a big run, and I went to give him a bump, and I guess they were checking up for the corner already, and I just gave him a shot too hard. So I apologize to him for that. But yeah, congrats to Seth and Cherry. I heard Cherry won race 1. Congrats to him, even though his teammate gave it to him. And yeah, good. It was a good night. Real good night.
Well, all right. Well, we'll see how good of a night you'll have next week. But I have a feeling I'll be talking to you again next week after Kentucky.
I don't know. It may be an infield care center, but good luck, Vic. I'm sure you got a lot of beautiful things to review after this one.
Oh yeah, I'm already.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've already been announced. There's going to be some interesting things there, but all right. Well,
like what Jeckert said is what I was alluding to at the start of half 2. I'm just saying.
Oh, so
I mean,
Johnny
so Johnny knows what he knows.
Listen,
Johnny knows
I came up here to ruffle feathers. I mean, I'm up here. I'm hyped up and aggravated and frustrated from race 1 still, and
jacked up.
I just can't stop myself from ruffling feathers tonight. So, yeah, I'm sure this is going to be fun. Can't wait for the ugly messages, but congrats to Seth though, because we did race actually clean. So, good racing with him, but some other people gotta stop in the middle of the straightaway. All right, goodbye.
All right, have a good one. Johnny Eckert coming home in the 3rd position. Next up, we'll bring in our guy, the man who finished in the 3rd position. And half number 2, it looked like he had a shot to win. Justin, it looked like you're gonna pull off the upset, but Johnny kind of threw a wrinkle in that. But it seemed like a pretty wild ride there at the end of half number 2. Talk us through that a little bit.
Yeah, man, that was insane. Probably more insane than the first half. I was pretty pissed about that, but I'm glad I got to the end of this one It was, I mean, it was top lane dominant. I'm sure you saw that. The biggest thing with that, though, was people were checking up so bad on that top side that they just left the middle open. So, I mean, if you could hold the middle, you could pretty much just get a bunch of spots on that. So that was fun. Got to run up towards the front. I'm extremely proud of that move I made off 4. That was probably the best move I've made on iRacing, and I'm just pumped, man. I'm excited to finally be running up front again.
Yeah, that was especially after the tough luck he had in half number 1, and be able to rebound, at least have a puncher's chance to get a win there. Coming out of turn 4 it was pretty cool to see. You, in spite of not even having an Animal Crossing character on your car, that's probably the biggest feat that you made tonight.
Yeah, we'll get you one of them schemes here this season.
Hell yeah.
I'll promise you that.
I'm gonna keep bugging you until it happens. But and the other thing too, me and Carlos already talked it out. Team Good Do Good might have to send some flowers to RK Motorsports.
Yeah.
We'll work that
out. That first half, I was trying to take care of it and got spun out there, and then, you saw what happened that second time. So they're gonna have to work a little bit to get back in our good graces, I think.
Yeah, understandable. We'll get there. There'll be some team meetings, and we'll again some flowers, maybe a hand drawn picture, love letter, whatever we got to do. We'll get on it. We'll get back into your good graces there. But I guess looking forward to Kentucky, and is this Gen 6? Are we going to see a similar style race from what we've seen tonight, kind of carry over to a mile and a half of Kentucky?
I would think so. I don't know if it's going to be as high lane dominant next week, but I think it's definitely going to be one group preferred, and it's going to be interesting to see if we see the same checkups that we saw tonight, because if it is, then it's going to be a buffet on that top side. So have to see. I don't know, do they use the 550 package at Kentucky? I guess they do. It's a mile and a half, so that'll definitely help kind of set up the type of racing that we saw again here tonight. So be fun. I like Kentucky, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it indeed. And before we send you off here, let you calm down after a wild ride here tonight, I guess good and bad. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Definitely to Carlos for the invite to this league, and getting me on his team and giving me a shot at it tonight. So looking forward to the rest of the season. Got all the bad luck and the angst out of the way the past 2 weeks, I guess 3 weeks at this point, and looking forward to next week. We'll crack open a cold one and move on to next week.
All right, I love it. Bill Belichick it with an ice cold one. Gotta love it. All right,
sir.
Justin. Hell yeah. We'll see you next week at Kentucky, and I want to see you get that Nintendo car in victory lane.
I'm gonna see you turn on your webcam.
We'll try. Thank you, boys.
Oh
yeah, I'll turn it on next week, and I'll get some lights on for you. How about that?
Oh yes.
How about this too? If he gets a webcam, I want to see him with a Mario hat on too.
He's had a webcam.
Challenge.
Oh yeah, you
did.
did.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you have the Mario hat from Mario Odyssey? I think you do.
I don't have it for Mario Odyssey, but I do have a Mario hat. So
that'll be perfect.
We'll get that arranged next week.
Perfect. I'm ready. All
right. Thanks, boys.
Yeah, you bet. That got weird, but hey, it was fun. That was Justin Kolb coming home in third spot here tonight. But without further ado, I think we can officially say it, Seth. It's Rocket Man Seth Rawls, not for your aerial aviation endeavors. Now it's for I don't know where I was going with that, but now it's for being the fast guy with all 4 wheels on the track, coming home P1, man.
Thank you, buddy.
And I picked you. Woohoo! We won. We did it. Yes, we did it.
Let's go, Goody. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
W.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, now I'm even happier.
Yeah. See, I mean, yeah, everyone's happy up here in the booth now.
Sweet.
And that's got to be quite a relief. I believe was it Dallas who said this? Is this your first OSCA win?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean,
long
again,
time coming.
Yeah, it's been long overdue. You flexed your muscles so much, especially kind of you're starting to getting that luck turned around from the bad luck Rocket Man to now the good luck Rocket Man. So does this swagger kind of carry you forward now?
Oh, I love it. It's awesome to get a victory lane. Great team effort for all shift guys. Really worked together well tonight with the draft package. You really had to have teammates behind you. But yeah, momentum, it's going. These cars are a challenge every week. I will admit. So just trying to learn it every week and trying to get, to the top is the goal. Next week, Kentucky. Are looking forward to it. Give me a. In fact, is it old Kentucky or new Kentucky?
It's new.
New. Okay. That'll be.
Wait, is old even an option?
Yeah,
you can race the old Kentucky.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that'll be it'll be a challenge to see how the cars drive there. It's kind of like relearn your old trick or what's your old toy. Just because I haven't driven these things in a little while. So, but yeah, awesome again for lane tonight. Really thankful for the guys to push me, Nick, Nathaniel, Ty, Gilberto, and Sam. Been chugging along. We're doing great. We shoved the team points lead, I believe, after this race. So I'm a happy guy, happy team owner, happy driver, and happy sponsor too. Because Nathaniel got his win in the first round.
And that's the thing too. The wins that not only you and and your teammate Nathaniel got. It was just buzzer beater at the line wins. It's gotta feel pretty good. And I don't know how close Johnny did to get to you at the end there, but it looked like maybe another option for a good photo finish there.
Yeah, he made the right move. I think the 52 didn't help though. The 52 kind of. He wasn't on the same team. I think if that was DJ, behind him, I think he would have probably had me. But the 52 kind of made his own move and lost all of his air. I mean, tonight was just a big air game, basically. But I knew the top, momentum-wise, I was going to be okay. Just had to get the right, not side-drafted by Johnny. So I was a little worried, though, at the end. The Johnny came down and blocked 52, and they got a huge push. I was like, oh my gosh. I started to celebrate at 4, and I was like, oh, I probably should hold my hands down for the rest of the race. But, yeah.
And that's the thing. It seems like especially now we've heard the kind of the general term tonight of that pack racing, and now that we got those chaotic tracks or more chaotic tracks, I guess, or unconventional tracks out of the way the past 3 weeks, and now we're getting into the more conventional racing, and we're going to see more of this pack racing, and we've seen Shift Esports work so well together. And it doesn't matter what car, if it was the trucks or the Xfinity B cars and now these Gen 6 cars, is that going to be a big factor, not only for Shift Esports, but for all the other teams that are out there kind of moving forward?
Yeah, I think, this is the fun part about OSCA, the team stand-ins. It's always fun to have that another kind of championship incentive. So it's been great. I think Shift Esports were very, very, focused on working together, making sure we all get to the finish line. We can help each other out, where we seem fit. So I'm super proud of the team owner, for those kind words. And, I'll tell the guys we're doing a great job. We work together every week. It's great chemistry. So yeah, I think chemistry and teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
Yes, it does. And speaking of, I didn't have my teammate up here in the booth tonight. So if you could do me a favor and maybe sing Matthew a lullaby, so he can go to bed and feel better, and he can rejoin me up here next week.
I will. I'll tell him. He was happy when I texted him that I won. So.
Oh, so he did go to bed early. I'm liking that noise. I'm liking that he did that.
He probably felt it with your voice.
Ooh, aw. That's cute. That's cute. But anyway, before we let you and your teammates celebrate the awesome halves you had here tonight. Any final shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I gotta shout out Launch Partners. They've been a great partner of mine. Marketing firm. So happy to get them to victory lane finally. Like I said on Twitter, I was sore after Wednesday, but I knew the momentum from that race and coming to here, I really want to put on victory lane. So Launch Partners, gotta shout them out. Angry Duck for being a great associate sponsor. We're going to have some merchandise coming out soon, so everybody stay tuned for some Shift merch. That'd be awesome to have out, as well as SR Design myself. I do paint schemes, logos, so hit me up, SethRellsDesign.com. And Shift Esports, obviously, for great teamwork all night. Gonna be a proud team owner, and you guys for putting the show on, letting us do what we do. Vic for all the race administration. It's going great. Really excited for next week.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you guys at Kentucky, and hope we'll see the Rocket Man Seth Rawls right up here in the booth after another victory next week. But until then, you have a good week.
That's the plan. Do you guys salute the sloth yet?
The what?
A sloth in the background? You gotta salute it every day.
Oh, we forgot. Dude, Carlos, we've been slacking on that.
Maybe up in second.
Oh, there's a sloth. Yeah.
Salute it.
Salute the sloth. Salute the sloth. I love that.
Go.
Yeah.
All right.
We've been slacking. All right. Have a good night, Seth.
Bye.
Thanks for reminding us. So now we won't forget. Won't forget.
Every time.
Every time. Got to salute the sloth.
Bye.
That's why I just salute myself. Have a good night. But anyway, with that concludes your interviews of your top 3.5, number 2. And again, congratulations to Seth Rawls and Nathaniel Cherry on their victories tonight. And man, if this was anything that what we're gonna see for the rest of the season on these 1.5-mile, 2-mile speedways, it's gonna be interesting because again we're seeing a lot more parity than I think what we've seen in seasons past, and going next week into Kentucky, it should be a good one. But again, you can tune in for Kentucky right here next week on 3Y TV, and hopefully Matthew will be joining us then as well. But for Vic, Dallas, Carlos, and myself, thank you all for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. And until next time, good night now.